Will Classic Plus come out in 2026? Actually, let's start with, is Classic Plus even real? Classic Plus even real? Queen of Cups. I'd say this is a yes, but it isn't something solid. It's almost like a dream. There's not a tangible aspect of it yet. There's a lot of emotion around it, and they're positive emotions. There's good stuff happening, but there's nothing physical yet. Five of Cups, so there's been some type of error or mistake. See this guy, he's got 2 full beers, but he's only paying attention to the ones that have spilt. So he's very pessimistic. So there's been like an error, like something's gone wrong, and they don't know how to fix it yet. Like there's no solution yet. They're just focusing on the things that are wrong with it and the things that are bad with it. So yes, it is real, but there's a lot wrong with it, and there's a lot of emotions surrounding it. But it's real, it's there, but it is real. So will Classic Plus come out in 2026? They're working really, really hard at it. This is the card that is associated with hard work, with dedication, with learning. It's usually about someone figuring something out, so they haven't mastered the skill yet. They're still learning how to do it. So I think it's a goal, but they're pretty far away from it coming out in 2026. But it's definitely a goal. They're working towards it, but there's a lot of work to do. There isn't an end. There isn't a release in sight. The Knight of Swords is all about intelligence, and there's definitely, with pairing these 2 cards together, shows that there's information missing. They're trying to learn. There's something that needs to be figured out and learned, a skill that needs to be mastered before it's released, and unless that skill isn't mastered, it won't come out in 2026. But Swords cards are about communication, so someone is talking really loud and there's a lot of talk and not as much doing. There's more talk. Putting these cards with these cards, it shows that they're stuck and they're just talking about it. They're not actually taking action on it, but they're definitely stuck. Okay, will retail World of Warcraft ever get better? Again, they're working on it. These 2 cards are pretty similar, although this 9 of Pentacles is about mastering a skill. This one is about the very beginning stages of learning the skill. So in the 3 of Pentacles, there's usually a teacher and a student, and you can see that they're sharing knowledge and skills. They're learning. It's like a classroom kind of setting. So they're in the very beginning stages of retail WoW getting better. The very beginning stages. So it's a hopeful card. It means that there's some work being put into it. It's trying to get better, but it's still pretty far from it. Wow, lots of pentacles. So we have the last 4 cards have actually been pentacles, which means that, the last 3 of the last 4 cards have actually been pentacles, which means that there's something physical and tangible. So Classic Plus is definitely real. The possibility of it coming out in 2026 is there, but there's so much work still to be done for that to happen. When I ask, will retail WoW get better? They're working on it slowly. And there's arguments. So the 2 of Pentacles is about balance, and it's about weighing different options. So they're trying to sort through their options. They don't know how to make it better. Maybe they have a ton of ideas. There's tons of opportunities or ways, and they haven't decided yet which path they're going to choose, which way they're going to choose to make it better yet. There's too many options to make it better, and they have to zero in on one and focus on that. They're kind of scattered. They're everywhere. They're juggling a lot of things, and they're, like I said, in the very beginning stages of making it better. So it's going to be a long time before retail WoW gets better. Finally, will World of Warcraft ever come to a console? So Ace of Pentacles, yes, this is definitely, it is coming to a console, and again, Echo card. So these are all things that are being actively worked on. They're actively in the process of happening, although they are very far away in the beginning stages. The Ace of Pentacles is a definite yes, and it's the farthest away from everything happening. Retail will get better. Classic Plus will come out before a console, definitely before. It's going to be a long wait. The Hanged Man signifies a pause, a long wait. There's no end in sight for that. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to need to be changes of perspectives. A lot's going to need to happen, and it's a really far ways from ever coming to a console. But Classic Plus, they're hoping comes out in 2026, although there's a lot more work to do, and honestly, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of dreams. symptoms. It's happening, but it's going to take a while. Okay, one final card to see if there's anything else we need to know. Another Pentacle card. So, and yes, I shuffled the deck. You saw me shuffle the deck. Queen of Pentacles lets us know that to have hope and to trust, and things are definitely going to happen. There's definitely going to be improvements. There's definitely going to be something physical, tangible happening. Let's just read what they've written for the Queen of Pentacles since it is the final card. So basically, they want your support. Blizzard wants your support. Positive thoughts will help things move along quicker. I swear I didn't make this up.